See, I know you think you're productive, but you're not as productive as you might think. Well, maybe not you specifically, but it turns out that the United States alone has been steadily declining since 2005. I wonder why. But according to a recent statistic, labor productivity has decreased 2.1% in the first quarter, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. So how do you know if you fall under this category? Well, it's quite simple, really. How do you spend your time on a daily basis? See, in the new year, I really started to pick this apart, and the results shocked me. See, for me, I always thought, since I was getting work done, that I was doing the best I possibly could, and I wasn't wasting time. But turns out there was a lot of pointless stuff I was doing that wasn't making me productive. In fact, it was making me less productive for work. There's 3 things in particular that I've stopped doing that's actually increased my productivity. And you're going to want to listen to the last one because I bet you're doing that too. So number 1, deleting unused apps. See, to increase my productivity, I actually started deleting a lot of the apps that were on my phone. So why is this beneficial? Well, whenever you pick up that phone, you're left with a bunch of choices. Some would say too many choices. It's like the Cheesecake Factory menu. It's too much. And after you go through a couple pages, you realize you probably should have went somewhere else. Once you take some time and look through your phone and realize that you're only using a handful of apps, deleting the rest of those apps are just such a relief. And if you don't want to permanently delete them, that's okay. A lot of phones nowadays, you can actually just delete them from the home screen and they still live on your phone if you ever want to go back to them. Just removing them from your home screen, it just helps you declutter your phone and your mind. The second thing I've done is scrolling throughout the day. Yeah, I stopped doing that. And I know it's easier said than done, but let's talk about scrolling for a second. We all know it's addicting, right? You get that dopamine hit, and you continuously scrolling on social media and news feeds is definitely not good for your mental health. I've made a conscious effort to, instead of just mindlessly scrolling throughout the day, I've told myself no matter what, I do not scroll during work hours. That means I don't go through my news feed or TikTok or Instagram, nothing like that. And of course, this was really hard for me in particular because I'm a content creator and podcaster, so I'm always on my phone. And every time you grab your phone, you could probably relate, it's not just one thing that you do. You end up going to your favorite social media app and just wasting a lot of time. So not only am I finding out that I'm getting a lot more work done, but I'm just feeling a lot better. Because when we scroll, we tend to look at other people, right? We want to work at their job, or we wish we lived in that house, or we wish we could travel to this location because we saw a video of it. And while it's good to have these goals, you can't really reach those goals if you're just off daydreaming about them. Meanwhile, you're living paycheck to paycheck because you're not getting any work done. So try to limit your scrolling. The third and final thing that I've been doing, which is probably going to surprise a lot of you, and I bet you're doing this as well, is try not to message anybody. And by that, I mean text message, Teams, Slack. Get rid of all the messaging if it's okay with your boss. Of course, if it's a requirement, you can't really do anything about it. But I've noticed that I'm eliminating a lot of texting and messaging from these apps or even just texting on my phone. And I'm doing a lot more calling. See, my attitude is if I'm just texting or messaging someone on my phone, it's probably not that important because it's not urgent, but it's also very dangerous. Because the second you pick up that phone and you message somebody while you're waiting for them to respond, what do? You head over to TikTok, Instagram, and next thing you know, it's 4:30 p.m. and you've done zero work. Plus, if this message or text is work-related, it's probably going to be a lot more productive and meaningful if you talk to them on the phone, where you can actually hear each other's voices and have a real-time interaction. Plus, this leaves room for zero errors in communication versus a text message that maybe could be misconstrued. So if you think about it, it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. But there you have it. 3 things that I've eliminated that has helped me increase my productivity. And I bet if you try these, it's going to help you out as well. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you. So I've done some other productivity videos and some tutorials. So if you want to check those out, feel free to browse my channel. I also have left a productivity template on Notion. If you're a Notion fan like I am, I'll leave that in the description below. But of course, if you want to see some other videos, I'll toss these up here as well. I think there's one here and maybe on this side. So give these strategies a try. Let me know if these work. And if I missed anything or if there's some good tips, leave those in the comments for everyone watching this video. Thanks for watching, friends, and we'll see you next time. Peace.